Let me start by correcting the title of this video. You probably clicked because you saw the words infinite fertility from one forgotten ancient recipe. That phrase is wrong, and I want to be honest with you before we go a single step further. There is no infinite fertility, there is no single recipe, and nothing about this was truly forgotten. What actually exists is far more interesting and far more useful to you. In the Amazon basin, there are patches of dark, rich earth that have stayed fertile for over 2,000 years. The locals call it Terra, Preta, which simply means black earth. Around these patches sits some of the poorest soil on the planet, thin and acidic and almost lifeless. And yet the black earth keeps producing century after century, while for a long time nobody could explain why. So the honest question is not how do I get infinite fertility? The question is this: what did those people actually do to dead soil to make it come alive and stay alive? That is what this video is about. And I need to be clear about something else from the beginning. If your garden today grows less than your grandparents' garden did, I am not going to tell you a corporation buried a secret. The real reasons are simpler, and you can actually do something about them. Your soil has lost its organic carbon, its living biology has thinned out, and its structure has collapsed from years of tilling and chemical inputs. Those three things are measurable, they are documented, and they are reversible. By the end of this video, you will understand the whole mechanism behind the black earth. And for those who want the exact step-by-step, I built a 30-day method called the Sovereign Soil Stack that I will point you to near the end, just once. For now, keep watching, because the core idea is yours to keep for free. Let us look at what the black earth actually teaches us. Researchers at Cornell University have studied these dark earth soils for decades. What they found is that the fertility does not come from one magic ingredient. It comes from a combination working together. The first element is charred organic matter, what we now call biochar. This is wood or plant waste burned slowly with very little oxygen. Instead of turning to ash, it turns into a stable, porous carbon skeleton. Under a microscope, that skeleton looks like a sponge with millions of tiny chambers. Those chambers hold water during dry spells, and they give soil microbes a place to live and shelter. Now here is the part that most videos get badly wrong. People hear biochar and think you just dig charcoal into the ground and wait for a miracle. If you do that, you will actually make things worse in the first season. Raw, fresh biochar is hungry, and it pulls nitrogen out of your soil to fill its own pores. Your plants go yellow, and you blame yourself. The Amazonian soils were never built from char alone, and that is the single most important correction in this entire video. The char has to be combined with living biology and with nutrients before it ever helps your plants. Before I go on, that exact problem is worth a quick pause. Learning how to preload your biochar so it feeds your plants instead of starving them is the first thing people ask me about, and it is the first thing the full method solves. I will come back to that near the end, but keep it in mind as we go. The second element is the biology itself. Soil scientists studying Terra Preta have said openly that the real secret lies in the microbes. Teams in Brazil have been isolating the specific bacteria that fix nitrogen and unlock nutrients inside these soils. Their work is still ongoing, and they are honest that there is no finished formula yet. But the direction is clear. Dead soil is just ground up rock, and living soil is a functioning community. The third element is nutrient cycling from real organic matter. The original dark earths contained fish remains, animal manure, food scraps, and broken pottery. In other words, these soils were fed continuously by the people living on top of them. This was not one treatment applied once, it was a relationship maintained over generations, and that is the honest reframe I promised you at the start. It is not a recipe, it is a stack of elements working as one living system. Char to hold and shelter, biology to bring life, organic matter to feed the whole thing, and balance to keep it stable. Now I want to stop and be straight with you about results, because this matters. You will see channels promise you triple your harvest in 90 days, guaranteed. I'm not going to say that, because the science does not support it, and I will not lie to you. What the research actually shows is real and worth your time. Improved water holding capacity, better soil structure, higher microbial activity, and slower loss of nutrients. Members who follow the method report stronger, healthier plots over a full season, and results vary from garden to garden. That is the truth, and here the truth is more than enough. And the best part is that you can start rebuilding your own black earth today for free with no purchase at all. Start a simple compost system with your kitchen and garden waste. Stop tilling and let the soil structure rebuild itself. Keep the soil covered with mulch so the biology underneath stays protected. These three habits alone will move you in the right direction within a single season. The people who built the Amazonian dark earth were not chasing a miracle, they were feeding their soil patiently and letting life do the rest. You can do the same on any scale, from a single raised bed to a full plot. Now, as promised, this is the one time I point you to the full method. Everything I described, the general mechanism, is now yours to keep for free. What a short video cannot give you is the exact step-by-step execution. And there are 3 parts people always ask me about. The first is the char charging protocol, how to preload your biochar so it feeds your plants instead of starving them. The second is the microbial inoculation sequence, the order and timing for bringing living biology into the soil. The third is the layering ratio map, the proportions to use for your specific soil type. Those 3 are the difference between an idea and a working garden. They live inside a guide called the Sovereign Garden Code, along with the full 30-day Sovereign Soil Stack for €24 this week. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked, and you keep the bonus guides even if you refund. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. That is the real lesson hiding behind that exaggerated title. Not infinite fertility, but living soil that gets better every year instead of worse. If this way of thinking about your garden makes sense to you, subscribe to this channel, because everything we grow here starts from the ground up.